Hey friends. So today I want to talk about mental hygiene. It is something similar to like cleaning your home, cleaning your house. Imagine that you walk into your living room and it is messy, it is not organized, and you feel a bit upset and you just quickly try to make it organized and make it nice and tidy, and you walk in again and you realize that everything is in order, and that's such a nice feeling that when you see your living room in a better situation. The same goes for the time that you do your laundry. I think our brain and our mind is also the same, and sometimes we need to look after our mental hygiene. In my opinion, thoughts are like visitors, they come without permission. Some of them they are kind, some of them they are harsh, some of them they bring uncertainties, but necessarily we should not be owning all our thoughts and paying too much attention for each of them. So the problem begins when we treat each thought as it's the reality and as if we need to entertain each of them. But in reality, not every thought is the truth, and not every thought reflects the reality. These are just our perceptions of the reality. And today, I want to dive into this and just remind ourselves that sometimes we don't put on enough effort to realize that. So, personally, sometimes I'm sat down and all of a sudden my brain says, what if you're doing something wrong? And what if you could do better? Or the similar negative thoughts that you all can um, recall in your own lives. And when this happens, there's a possibility that you're just feeling overwhelmed or you're just tired. It's like it's like a kid where you're just hungry and you're just moody and you're looking for trouble. In my opinion, our mind and our brain is like a kid and a child. And if we don't look after it, or if we don't define stuff for it, it's gonna start looking for troubles. Uh, Personally, after 11 p.m. at night, my brain starts talking rubbish or chatting other stuff that I really don't want to open. But um, it's just tired. It's 11 p.m. Well, I know some of you might sleep at like 2 a.m., 1 a.m., or 3 a.m., whatever. It's your life. But like personally, if I stay up late, well, later than 11, I'm gonna realize that my brain is it's not driving me towards anything nice. It's just rumination, and that's where I have my self awareness, and I say, okay, listen, you're just tired. Call it a day and go to bed. If we pause for a moment and ask ourselves, where did this come from? Most certainly, the answer is, oh, you're just scared. You're just tired. You're just overwhelmed. And your thoughts are not prophecy. They are not a prediction of the future. They're like a dust on the shelf, a dust on your table. And it doesn't mean that your house is broken. So, mental hygiene is not about controlling your thoughts or being positive all the time. It's about changing your environment, maybe opening a window or changing the location of a chair, or maybe letting go of some of the clutters in your mind, some of these stories that they don't really belong to you, but you've been holding on so tight for them stories. Or maybe sometimes sitting in silence for 2 minutes without having anything on around you, without having your phone or your TV on. So there are various methods and ways that some people use to look after their mental hygiene. For example, some people do morning meditations or evening meditations, and they do them on daily basis in order to boost their awareness, and kind of helps them to observe the thoughts rather than becoming the thoughts. Some other people, they might be doing journaling, they might be doing gratefulness and all the other methods. It's just about you as an individual and as a person to see which one suits you and which one you would be choosing in regards as a routine. All these methods, they don't magically wipe the thoughts. They just help you to notice the thoughts and notice the patterns. So when a problematic thought comes into my mind, I kind of try to address and name it. For example, I say, okay, this comes from comparison. This comes from only my imagination. This comes from the fact that I've been scrolling for hours and I've been consuming so much news, and now automatically and unconsciously I see all them news around, and my brain's trying to relate everything together. Like that's the reason. Like sometimes I say, okay, these are the outcomes and the results of my lifestyle sometimes, and also when them thoughts they come to my mind, I try to observe them rather than becoming the thoughts. For example, it's the first day of 2026 that I'm recording this video, and sometimes my brain says, okay, what are your goals for 2026? And I say, okay, listen, I take care of days and minutes, and I let them to take care of my year. That's the way I want to do this. I'm not gonna just think and give myself big promises, but what I would promise myself is to just make sure that every day I know what I'm doing, and the rest of it is none of my business because no one can predict the future. So the truth is, some thoughts, they are just guests. They come and they go. Your mind is a living space. It's not a place where they're just gonna stay. And all we want to do by referring to mental hygiene is to keep that door unlocked. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope it was useful. Take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.